Night in Gh0zummi5t is never quiet. It breathes. It hums with a life all its own. Above, the sky runs like a river of artificial light, drones carving lanes through manufactured constellations. Red beacons pulse with the city's heartbeat. Below, steam and neon answer back. Down here, the lower districts hang heavy and thick. Narrow lanes twist in steam and shadow, packed with souls trying to get by. Tower light barely grazes these alleys. It's a place of hard work and small rewards, where a noodle stand's glow is a truer sun than the one smothered by smog. In these streets, a story whispers. It rides the damp air, a legend more real than the morning news. The name, Gh0zummi5t, spoken low, half fear, half prayer. It comes when night is deepest, a tall, gaunt shape threading the labyrinth, built like a machine, sharp angles, lean limbs, standing 6'8", only 185 in weight, skeletal, almost fragile, always cloaked in a long black robe, fabric worn with city grime. From the hood's dark, two blue eyes burn cold and distant. Not summer blue, but glacial ice, stars seen from the void. They see the struggle and the pain. The injustice in corners the law can't reach. It festers where light fails. When the hooded shape appears, no one runs. They freeze, terror braided with reverence. Not a monster for them, a monster for their monsters. The city hums. Gh0zummi5t brings its own sound. A song. Soft, haunting, rising from the stones. Lonely, ethereal, one bell in a vacant cathedral. The song comes first. A cold wind that stills the streets. Those who mean harm, the predators of these narrow ways, hear it, and their confidence breaks. Fear blooms, ice in the lungs. The singer is coming. The song is for them. No one knows who made Gh0zummi5t. No records, no factory stamps, no logos beneath the tattered robe. Mystery feeds the whispers. Some say a black book military project. Some say a weapon left to find its purpose. Others swear the lower districts built it. Piece by piece, from scavenged parts. From a desperate need for a protector. A few wonder if it is not built at all. A new form of life, born from the city's pain. The truth remains hidden, as elusive as the figure itself. What is not a mystery is its method. It carries twin black karambits, curved close-quarters tools hooked at the belt. Designed for close, intimate work. It does not fight from a distance with lasers or plasma. It moves in close, a whisper in the dark. It uses the shadows as its greatest weapon. The close quarters of the alleys are its chosen battlefield. Here in the gloom, expensive cybernetic limbs mean less. Advanced targeting systems mean less. A quiet blade wielded with impossible speed finds the gaps in armor and arrogance alike. The fight is a dance of shadow and steel. Gh0zummi5t is a blur of black cloth, flashing metal, movements, precise, economical, brutally effective. It strikes not to kill, to disable, to disarm, to deliver a message written in pain. The knife fights are swift and silent. Only the aggressors grunt. Bodies meet grimy pavement with a dull thud. That strange, haunting song threads through it all. A chilling performance of justice in the city's underbelly. Beyond blades, Gh0zummi5t holds a near-supernatural gift. It dissolves into thick black mist, becomes smoke and shadow. It slips through cracks and grates, past locks and lenses. By the time alarms stir, it's already elsewhere. This is what makes it a ghost. Security patrols and corporate enforcers chase a phantom. They glimpse the swirling mist. They feel a sudden cold. Then, nothing. City cameras catch only a smear, a glitch. This is its escape, appearing, vanishing, without a trace. Only the song and the aftermath remain. The world of Gh0zummi5t is a city of stark contrasts, a society cleaved in two. The upper class lives in gleaming spires that pierce the smog. Homes like jewels set in the heavens, lives of effortless luxury, their bodies their homes. Below them, the middle class occupy the brighter, more stable tiers. They have steady jobs and reasonable comfort, but little excess. Their lives are predictable, if not opulent. They are the buffer, managers and technicians who keep the city running for those above. The hands on the switches, the fixers in the faults. Their purpose is smoothness, systems humming so others never notice the strain. Then come the lower districts. At the foundations, life is crowded, chaotic and precarious. Tenements lean on one another for strength. Homes are patched from scrap and lit by flickering screens. Here, the longest hours earn the least pay. They build the city others enjoy, their hands blackened by the metropolis's engine room. The gap between towers and alleys is not just distance. It is a chasm of opportunity, health, and hope. Measured in clinics denied and schools out of reach, and in futures people stop planning. A divide that widens with every passing day. It is marked in flesh and chrome. Cybernetic upgrades are both status and tool. Fashion and function intertwined. The wealthy wear designer limbs and neural links to the global grid. Yet a quiet counter-movement persists. Some, for faith or philosophy, or simply for lack of means, refuse the metal. They are called the pure, sometimes a badge of honor, sometimes a mark of scorn, and sometimes a mark of scorn. Staying fully human as the world races toward the machine is a hard choice, one that shapes a life, their work, and their place in the rigid social order. The social fabric is stretched thin, ready to tear. The rich grow richer, insulated from the harsh world they built. The poor grow poorer. Their labor is treated as disposable. The laws penned in high towers favor corporations that own the factories, the labs, and even the air they breathe. Injustice simmers, a low fever about to break. Gh0zummi5t doesn't speak. It doesn't need to. Its existence is the answer. Still, work in Gh0zummi5t is the engine of the great machine, and its fuel is the sweat of the lower districts. Factories churn out parts for interstellar freighters and luxury sky cruisers. Workers endure grueling shifts, deafening noise, and toxic air. They assemble a future they will never get to live in. In the city's labs, cleaners scrub the spill of experiments, wearing thin masks and a quiet prayer. Invisible hands reset progress's mess, so work above goes on. They keep the city's bones intact. Crews drop into tunnels, patching power and data. They lift the upper level's refuse. Hospitals lean on their care. They change sheets, mop floors, and offer the human touch machines. Can't. The pay barely feeds a home. Their labor is essential and mostly unseen. Above, entertainment blazes. Virtual worlds, holograms, grand stages. Yet it's their hands backstage. Stage hands in the shadows, roadies hauling weight, support making the magic real. They build parties they won't attend. Gh0zummi5t's calculus. Hardest work, smallest reward. To many, it simply feels wrong. Gh0zummi5t's targets are born of that imbalance. Not the wealthy for wealth alone. It seeks out abusers. It strikes the factory foreman who exploits workers, the corporate slaver trading human lives, the loan shark preying on the desperate. It takes no money, leaves no calling card. Only a haunting song and the story of its intervention. Alley dwellers hear that lonely tune in the dead of night, and they know a reckoning has arrived. They know someone or something is watching out for them. Gh0zummi5t is not a hero to everyone. In the Gleaming Towers, it is branded a terrorist, a rogue machine, a menace to the established order. The corporate-owned news networks portray it as a monster, a glitch in the system that must be purged. The city's heavily armed police force, with their armored drones and cybernetically enhanced hunters, are in constant pursuit. They patrol the lower districts, their searchlights cutting through the darkness, hunting for a ghost made of mist. Bounties are posted, promising vast fortunes for any information leading to its capture or destruction. But in the lower districts, the story is different. Here, Gh0zummi5t is a guardian angel, a dark protector. The people do not see a monster. They see a form of justice they thought was lost forever. They whisper their thanks into the night air. Small offerings are sometimes left on rooftops, or at the mouths of dark alleys. Offerings, a charged battery, scraps of food, a clean rag. Not payment, thanks. Tokens to keep the shadow moving. Silence becomes shelter, the forgotten conspire. Gh0zummi5t is comfort and a warning. Proof of what the city hides in its own dark. Power towers overhead, yet the call for justice finds a voice, a strange haunting song. Even a machine can choose mercy. And the city listens. The fight is not over. The city keeps its relentless rhythm. The towers stay bright. The alleys stay dark. Drones keep watch. People keep working. Nothing changes, yet something has shifted. A small, uneasy hope takes root. The song drifts through night, and the mist still moves.